We all know that the cost of chicken feeds has been increasing day in, day out, and we have to find a solution, or else we'll be out of business, or we'll be able to sell our products to consumers at very high cost, which may make them not buy our products. So in this video, I am going to show you how to make chicken feeds using cassava meal. And these chicken feed formulation formulas that I'm going to discuss today are for your broilers, and in broilers we're going to tackle the finisher feeds and the chick feeds, and in layers we are going to see the feeds for chicks, for growers, and for laying chickens. And these chicken feeds, which are made of cassava, are going to increase more eggs for your chickens, and in broilers we are going to have a faster growth rate. So we have to have a very good feed formulation formula, which I have made for you guys, and I'm going to share with you right now. So, and there are certain things that you need to know even before you start to make the chicken feeds using the cassava. And before you get into all of that details, kindly do me a favor and like this video, because I've taken a lot of hours to do research. I've used a lot of time, money to make this video. And also please subscribe to this channel, I really appreciate, and comment below where you're watching from. And there's certain things that you need to know even before you start making the chicken feeds. And the cassava meal or the cassava powder is usually white, and this, and you see that it is white, so it lacks a pigment. This means that the eggs will have a light colored yolk, and the meat will have a pale skin, and these two conditions consumers will not like, or will not prefer buying such products. So to tackle this problem, we are going also to add certain leaf meal. This is also known as leaf powders, and we have several solutions. We can either use the cassava leaf, or the young grass, or sweet potato leaf. And I'm also going to tell you which amount are we going to add these leaf powders to the chicken feeds as we'll be making it. And so let us get into the chicken feeds now into more and more details. So these are the ingredients that you're going to need to make the layers chicken feeds, and there are 10 of them. And for this one, you're going to make this using these ingredients to make the chick feeds, the growers feed, and the laying chicken feeds. And for the cassava meal, which is one of the main ingredients in these feeds, and it's going to reduce the cost of feeds because you're going to substitute it with maize for this. And for the chicks, this cassava meal is 20 kilogram. By the way, for these chicken feeds, we are making it for 100. We are making 100 kilograms of chicken feeds, and we are going to start with the feeds for chick, and that is the layers chick mash. For the cassava meal, you are going to need 20 kilograms. Maize, you are going to need 37 kilograms. The soybean meal, we are going to need 30 kilograms. And fish meal, we are going to require 8 kilograms. And the cassava meal, leaf meal, which said that's going to make or reduce the instances whereby the egg will be white, we have a white yolk. For this one, the cassava meal, leaf meal, we are going to require 3 kilograms. The bone meal, we are going to require 1 kilogram. The oyster shell, because this feed that you're making right now is for chicks, it does not need any oyster shell. So this one we are not going to put any, and that will be 0 kilograms. And the vitamin premix, you're going to require 0.5 kilograms. That is half of a kg. Salt, we are going to require 0.3 kilograms. That is about 300 grams. And methionine, we are going to require 0.2 kilograms. That is about 200 grams. So, and that will make 100 kilograms of the layers chick mash. So what about growers feeds for your layers? Again, we are going to start from above here, which is the cassava meal. That one now is 30 kilograms. Maize, 40 kilograms. The soybean meal is 15 kilograms. The fish meal is 6 kilograms. The cassava leaf meal is 6 kilograms again. The bone meal is 2 kilograms. the oyster shell, because the chicken is not yet laying, here we are going to put 0. And for the vitamin premix is 0.5, salt 0.3 kilograms, methionine 0.2 kilograms. So that is how you make for the layers growers mash. So for what about the layers feeds for laying chicken? So cassava, you're going to require 40 kilograms, the maize 20 kilograms, soya bean 20 kilograms, fish meal 6 kilograms, cassava leaf meal. So now this is where we need it more, and this is 6 kilograms. It's going to make the yolk have a pigment, and that will be somehow dark yellow. And for the oyster shell, 6 kilograms, because this will be used to make the shell, because it's mostly composed of calcium. So oyster shell will require 6 kilograms, and the vitamin premix 0.5, salt 0.3, methionine 0.2, and maybe I've forgotten to mention about the bone meal. This is 1 kilogram for this case. So that's how you make the chicken feeds for layers using cassava meal. So and now you're going to see how to make it in. And you may ask, now what about broilers? For broilers, I'm currently doing the research, and I've done a lot of research, and I'm not seeing anything promising. But once I find it, I'll share with you guys, and you can access that information for broilers chicken feeds using cassava by joining my newsletter. This whereby me and my team do review scientific reports each and every week, about 50 scientific reports, and we share with you 5 best which we believe that is going to impact or transform your chicken farm. Join the newsletter below, link on the description. So now we have talked about how we are going to make the chicken feeds using the cassava, and there are certain things that you need to note, that too much cassava meal will cause powdery, or will form something like a dust. So you have to adhere or to follow this amount that you have just mentioned in this video. And in case we follow this, and also we find that the chicken feeds are so dusty or powdery, you know that the powdery form of the feeds will cause irritation to your chickens, and that will make the chickens not eat enough feeds. So what can you do to reduce the powdery form of the feeds? You can either pellet the feeds, and that will need a pelleting machine. And if you cannot afford that, don't worry, we have other recommendations. You can add molasses or fat to the chicken feeds, and I'm not yet to find out what amount you are going to add this molasses or feeds, so leave alone that one. The other one is wet mash feeding. So this is whereby you mix the feeds and water, and this remedy is best, or is usually recommended, especially when you have hot conditions. It is going to cool down the chickens, and that will reduce the stress level. And as we are talking more about how we can give wet feeds to our chickens, click on the video on the screen right now to go and learn more about how you can make the feeds to be wet form, and how fermented feeds can improve the utilization of the feeds. Hence, you're going to get more eggs, and the chickens will grow much faster. Click on the video on the screen right now.